Rose, pretty happy with that in the end?
Yeah, I thought the lads had a really good attitude coming into the game. We trained really well all week. We had a good energy about us, and we had a good, like I say, a good attitude to try and break tackles and go through them. Not to try and dazzle them with a million passes and go around them. I thought we did that, but I just think the whole performance was built on what we did defensively, in particular the start of the game, where we really controlled the first three plays and the set-up play in particular off Duffy. So I think they had one play the ball in our 20 in the first half. So I thought they got what they deserved. The lads thought they worked really hard.
There's ways to play rugby, and I don't think you'd had many play the balls in their half in that first 15-20 minutes, but you scored 3 brilliant tries in that first half. Yeah,
like I said, we got our nose through, and there were post line passes. We weren't necessarily going round them, but we were playing with opportunity, bravery, and executing with some good skill as well. So I thought we had, statistically, our players are up there on tackle breaks, on offloads, on metres made, and then off the back of that they've got a pretty decent player in Mark Sneed who if you put him down a good platform, then he can orchestrate a game. So and I thought he did that on the back of some good work from his teammates.
You've come here and won at Warrington, second time beating the season, you're level on points and now in Super League. What's the limit of where you can go this season? I'm
not quite sure. We just want to keep chipping away at teams and big clubs like Warrington. But we don't get mentioned in the same breath. Rightly so. The bigger clubs than us, a big more resource and higher expectation as well. So it's that's probably a strength of ours, that there is no expectation and we don't get mentioned in the same breath. But we've got some decent players actually, and when we get our best team on the park, then we can do some pretty good things. So we understand that Warrington came off an emotional week, obviously at Wembley. However, they would have been challenged with what they were going to produce and how they were going to test their character and attitude as well. So we knew that, and we expected to face the best of them. Couple of influential players missing for them. So we acknowledge all that. We won't get carried away. However, we're still allowed to enjoy a good win against a good team. And so I thought the hard work early built some pressure on Warrington, built some pressure in the ground, and we had some fun from there.
You talk about them expectation levels, and you've had off-field stuff yourselves this week at Salford with some changes. Do you still feel that you can achieve what you want to achieve in the game at Salford?
Oh, mate, this group's pretty special, and you're referring to Ian leaving and going to Leeds, and all the group and ourselves are really pleased for Ian. He'll be missed. We enjoy his company, and he's good at his job. So we wish him really well. But it moves pretty quick, this game, and when you've got a group that build everything on a bit of fun, a bit of laughter, enjoyment, and hard work, then within 10 minutes you're cracking a joke and you're moving on. So, and that's the only way really, and it'd be the same if any of the players left, any of the staff left, and you wouldn't want it any other way. That's just the environment that we're in. We're in an environment full of characters, and I think our club's got more than most.
Does Sneedy ever get stressed at all, ever? I don't think I've ever seen him get stressed.
I don't think I can recall any time when he's got stressed. Maybe he panics a little bit if he's not got his brew just before we do team video, so we just make sure that's on tap for him. But he's just a good, humble lad enjoying his rugby, isn't he? And I think that shines through in him. He's just a good lad.
And the others feed off that coolness, I guess.
Oh, definitely. He's he's a talisman, isn't he? And he's I guess he's old school. He thinks 3 players ahead, as all good players do. And when times are stressful on the field and everybody's not wanting the ball, he's the guy who wants the ball. And so to have that sort of person in your ranks is calming for us as staff. And so we're very lucky to have him.
Nenny and McDonald ended up on the same side as Tim Laffey quite a few times. Is that just Nenny going off the cuff, or is that coach like? Do you sort of instruct him sort of go on the same side as Tim every so often?
It's Kurt and Chrissy, the geniuses. They put him over there, you know. So Nenny's a player that you want to have the ball in his hands as much as possible. So to restrict him to one side of the field would be a bit foolish. But I think you've seen for spells they played full back and Chris Hankinson dropped in at centre. I think if you've got a backline that have the ability to switch around and change, our left wing drops over to our right to left. You know, it makes things difficult for the opposition. So and we like to have a bit of fun. I've said that earlier. I've touched on that, and to me that's fun. Then you're just moving and changing and experimenting and challenging you to do other things. So yeah, we have a bit of fun.
Two things about Logan Lewis. One, he's not afraid of getting stuck in, and two, did he suffer an injury?
No, I think he just took a heavy collision. But to be fair, I thought he'd had a really positive debut, a good stint, and I thought it was just prudent to take him off at that point and finish on a high for him. Really, we had quite a lot of fresh bodies still eager to get on the field. I always planned to get Gill some more game time at the end. I thought Singo really took a step forward today after his injuries. Just took a little bit of getting back into the game. So I wanted to get them some more minutes. And I thought Shorrock's come on and did a great job as well. So Shane Wright, I thought everyone did a really good stint today, and individually they got a lot out of it. And I think as staff as well, we was able to tick a few boxes with minutes to different personnel. I think young Harvey come on as well, 15 minutes there, and had some lovely touches, some quick play the balls, and some really solid collisions defensively.
And a new contract has been tabled to you. What's the timeline now? Is there a timeline, or is it just literally like you weigh up whether you want to sign or not, basically?
We spoke about that 2 months ago, but I think it was just thrown out there this week by an unspecified, no quotes on an article there. So you know me, I don't do social media, and I won't answer questions about any of that. That's my business, and it is what it is.
Fair enough. No. Cheers, Paul.
Who's taking credit for the uncross try in the first half? Because then obviously I was sat next to you and I knew there was a message that went on, and then literally the next play he said down the left. Who's taking credit for that one?
I can't remember it, to be honest, but I'll give that to Kurt and Chris. I'm happy to do that. I'll give them all. Yeah, that's fine. Definitely Kurt's. Yeah. Yeah, I thought we were unlucky with one of the tries as well, the obstruction try. I thought I was really harsh, to be honest, but we'll take the win. A great team, Warrington. I think they've done fantastic this year, and so we to get 2 wins over for a club like Warrington is fantastic for us, and we're very proud. And but don't get any easier Saints next week, so we'll knuckle down and see what we can do next week.
You mentioned Harvey Wilson there, Rose. How has he settled in? Obviously, young player, he's been at 4 clubs this season basically.
Yeah.
He was at Widnes, obviously was at Wigan, he spent some time at Bradford, and now he's at Salford. How difficult is it for young players like him to make the way in the game when the environment's changing so often?
Yeah, again, I think things move so quick in rugby and in clubs. I think for him now to know that he's a permanent fixture is probably settling for him, and then he can really start to embed himself and apply himself 100% to learning what we're about, our structures and the way we want to play. So the moving around's got to be unsettling. But yeah, we just hope now they can enjoy himself, like I said, and we've got a good group who are really welcoming. We've got good professionals who will spend time and do a lot of homework and share that work, and they'll grab him in and do some work with him. So he's come to a good group of lads, and like I said, I've probably said it about 10 times now. We're very fortunate. We've got a good bunch.